Hey guys, this is part B of the third episode of the 3D Code. This is kind of like a master class. In this version, we're going to try and get through all the steps: vector cutting, adding voxels to it, and some kind of cleaning up and glass cutting. All right, so let's get back to where we were. As you see, our guys in here, I don't like this base, like I said just recently. We've done some glance cutting on the sides. They're pretty deep too, I was noticing, so we probably want to maybe clip some of that off to kind of get into there, and so it doesn't look like a cavity as much. But we did get some nice transfer of the model from there. I actually don't like that. I'm going to go ahead and clip that off right away. I don't like that at all. I like that stair stepping there. Even that little piece right there is kind of irritating. So we're going to go ahead and cut that off. Oh, maybe that's some more of this side thing. Okay, it's still a little. Let's see if we can follow that line right there. Alright, that looks pretty good. Alright, so now we need to start to deform the overall shape of it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into splitting again. We're going to go load the shape. Actually, no. What I want to do is I want to go ahead and split it in half. So I'm just going to take this big bad boy, split him right in half. Make sure he splits right in half. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and move this to another layer. Oh, be sure to be on the top layer. Go ahead and move this. Remember, resample. I don't know why it has to pop up in the middle every time. And then bring the second aspect to the new layer. So we'll go ahead and call this Astro Boy 2. Alright. And so now we have one side and we have the other side. Alright. So I think what we're going to do now, actually we're going to go ahead and back up. I'm not ready for that move yet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and split the load of shape in. And this time I kind of want, I love the camel. I just love the camel. You see he's kind of got this different look about him. And I've been using the top so much, so let's use the bottom. And I kind of want to get in there and cut through some of that stuff. Alright, apply. Go ahead and turn that off. That's really gotten away from the whole helmet idea. I really like it. It still looks a little helmety, but much less than it did. Okay. I'm going to clear that out. And now let's add some stuff up in there. I think we're just going to go ahead and pick a voxel. Bring him over in there. Oh, yeah. Bound. There. There we go. You know, and just for shits and giggles, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut him out. Subtract him out. And then we're slightly moving a little bit and scaling. We're going to add him to that guy. So that way we get something coming off the model. Yeah. Oh, I guess we didn't add it. So we'll go ahead and add it. There he is. We'll add it to the model. There we go. So we have that little guy sticking out there. And it looks like we could probably go up there. I could use a little bit of smoothing up in there. I don't know. Maybe we don't do that. Alright. So now we have an object inside of the object. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky. Let's do some of that glance cutting. Let's go the split. Let's not go ahead and split him like I was earlier. Let's split him with the rooster, just for shits and giggles, because I kind of like the rooster. Alright. Remember, orthogonal view is kind of the way to do this. And we're going to go ahead and cut him out like that. Go ahead and apply that. Alright. Then we're going to go in this layer. And we slightly askew him like I did before, to get that inside line there. And we're going to split that again. Remember, get a new layer. Oh. Yeah. And go ahead and move him to volume 60, 161, 167. And go ahead and turn that layer off. Yeah. And get a new layer. Resampling. That layer. I'm going to go ahead and cut him off again. Just the new volume. There we go. Back on the Astro head. We're starting to get some of that. Let me go ahead and resample that layer again. Yeah. Starting to get some of that layering. What we can do is go in there. Yeah, see, it does not like switching between tools. So if this happens to you, just let it sit for a minute. It should be okay. But I see like it's just fine. So I do suggest at this point in time to save it. That wasn't the best cut in the world, but we'll just live with it. It looks like this guy needs to be resampled to get much cleaner edges. Alright, turn him back on. Yeah, we can really start to see some of that smoothing coming out. Getting that edge a little back away from there, so you can kind of see the separation of the meshes a little bit, which I find quite interesting. Yeah, that moment right here, this side's looking really nice. Look at right there. That's really nice, right? What's happening in there? Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice to get that away from that edge right there. And then, let's switch over here. Start to do the same thing. Moving the spoil away from it. It's really a combination of all these things. I'm already going over my time again. Yeah, something like that. These models are a bit crazier than where he's going, but these kind of experimentations, bringing it back to some kind of minimalism at the end is really the intention. These are still kind of playing around a little bit, but there's still the kind of ideas here are there. One thing he was saying too is I think in cases like this, maybe I'll pick a different one. Maybe this one. Yeah. And then honestly, I'm thinking like filling this guy back up with more voxels. And maybe getting them smaller. Let them kind of slide on there like that. I'll go ahead and add that to the scene. And what we're going to do here is we're going to try to follow that edge on this layer. So we're going to follow that. Well, no. We're going to take the bird. Position the bird a little bit to clip that. That was a little too much. Let's zoom in. Sorry about that. I kind of always work for that small area. So, we're going to use the split tool. Oh, again. Oh, there it goes. Split that guy. Turn off. Resample. Move to 81. Turn off the other layer. And then maybe resample example here too. Let's go ahead and split that guy again. Same deal. Resample. 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 Luckily, I pay for over 15 minutes. So, remove that guy. Tickety one. Cut off that. So now, and now what we can do. Start to glance cut these together. So I'm just going to do this by hand. He kind of wants us to start to use actual objects to do this, but here I'm just going to, I'm also interested in more of a smoother cut, so maybe something like that. Oh. Well, first of all, we want to go ahead and merge visible. Alright. So everything is now in one layer. And so now we're just going to start to merge those together. Merge those cuts together. So now we're starting to get those objects getting merged together through shear and glance cutting. Yeah. All right, I think that is a pretty cool one. I don't like that piece. Or that piece right there. There's a little hair guy. This might be nice too. Something like that. And now it's getting all kind of crazy. And as you can see, those cuts aren't as clean, say, as this guy. I still didn't get it quite where I wanted it. I don't want to remove his. Something like that. But see, I took so much of the bottom that I'm afraid. Yeah. So what if we just did it right there? Yeah. It's a nice glance cut. And maybe clip that ear a little bit. There we go. Clip it right there. But like he was saying, he doesn't want him to be able to see where the cut came from. But that's pretty cool. I will say it needs more interiority. So, as simple as throwing another one of these guys in there just to get that, just subtract him out of there. Yeah. So anyway, so now I would export him out. Keeping it kind of Astro Boy 3D coat. keeping multi-sets of copies, as you see here when you're exporting out, it's going to decimate it down automatically for you. Now we could go over UV, retopo and stuff like that too, but we'll do that on another session. And then we'll just sure to save this, and then I really like using Keyshot. I don't know if you've ever used Keyshot or anyone's ever used Keyshot, but it's one of my favorite go-tos. I was just teaching someone how to use it today. You get these really nice high-quality renderings for not a lot of bang for very little buck. We'll just go ahead and bring that object in, keep its original place, keeps its size, inches. Maybe we won't, we'll keep it where it is, okay. Bring that boy in. It looks like he's not on the ground, so we'll snap him to the ground. Move him a little bit. Even turn him on the side so it doesn't look like that head anymore. Alright. You know, that's an old move. You turn things on the side. Then I'm going to throw in I like the blue. And so there it is. That's a wrap for one object. Maybe we throw in a little reflection on the ground. You know, start to see how that object can be. He's a little crazy, I gotta admit. Okay guys, well that's it. I will do some more tutorials as I kind of think of new methods of using this stuff, but I hope this all helps, and we'll talk again soon. Cheers.